Hi, my name is Liam O'Rourke, and I'm the president of student government. And we are in the president's office on the fourth floor of the main building. And I'm going to interview President Powers for Tower Talk. How you doing, President Powers?
Fine. How are you? Happy New Year, Liam.
Thank you. I'm doing pretty well. The first question that's on students' minds, especially with the start of the new year, is tuition and what they can expect in the future. I know that you have a recommendation from the Tuition Policy Advisory Committee, which I sit on with other students. And I wanted to know, with the forums coming up, what you expect to see with tuition and why you think there should be a raise or not.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have seen the report. I think it's 3.95%, and then I think there's a student fee for the Student Activity Center, which, by the way, is being built, and I think it's going to be a great addition to the campus. I'm going to wait until I hear the forums and get input from around the campus before I make a final decision. I think the TPAC, the committee that you sit on, did a great job. It tried to balance, and I think did a good job of balancing, the need for some modest resources to move the institution ahead, to maintain the quality, and making sure that we can be as affordable as we can.
And so students, at least for the next 2 years, can expect modest increases. But with the affordability in mind, what things can we also expect the next couple of years due to the budgetary issues that we're facing as a university?
Yeah. We're going through every budget to see where we can get savings, including the administrative budgets. You see most of the discussion on the college and department side. I think it will make a difference. There'll be some sections of courses that aren't offered. We're going to certainly protect the teaching mission at all costs. But there will be some projects that we need to move ahead on that we won't move ahead on quite as quickly.
Mm-hmm. So changing gears a little bit, what one of your big initiatives since you've been president has been the College of Undergraduate Studies. Has that fulfilled its mandate, and how do you feel about it right now and moving forward?
Yeah. I feel terrific about the School of Undergraduate Studies and the whole reforming the undergraduate experience and curriculum. The centerpiece was the freshman signature course to make sure that students got a special experience with a very talented faculty member in their freshman year. This isn't just the next year of high school, but something really special going on. I think that's been very successful. As you know, I teach one of those. I enjoy it. I think it's a very good addition, these signature courses. We've got advising, we've got students who are undeclared can come in and get advising in the School of Undergraduate Studies. They can't graduate with that degree. We've got the flags and the breadth requirements. The idea was this is going to be put in step by step over a 5 to 8 year period. I think we're making tremendous progress on that. Dean Paul Woodruff, I think, is exactly the right person to be doing this. So I'm very pleased with that. I think it's made a real difference on the campus.
And given the budget restraints in the economy, one particular department that has come up in the Daily Texan and other discussions has been ITS. And students are wondering, with the changes in reallocations, are we going to have the same service, or basically what is the status of ITS at this point in time?
I think ITS, we have had a lot of savings. I think close to $5 million recurring in savings. A lot of that will be plowed back into ITS, but it can be used for some other purposes as well. It's, I think, a leaner and more nimble organization. I think this is an area where it will actually give better service. Part of the reorganization was to set up a governance structure where the users of ITS are in on the decisions of how we invest our money in ITS. I think that's a tremendous step forward from faculty and students and the people that actually use it. What they tell us is the highest priorities are more bandwidth and Wi-Fi. Yeah. And this will help us focus our resources on what makes the most difference to the users of ITS. So I think this is one where we're actually going to get a lot better and more responsive service, and we're going to save some money in doing it.
Again, with the budgetary restraints in the economy, another initiative that has come up has been sustainability and green issues on campus. And how can we, push forward on that, again, given the tight restraints on campus?
Yeah. Well, I think there's good news there. Mm-hmm. Most of the green initiatives are actually cost-saving initiatives. The new experimental science building, the Hackerman building, has passive heating and a number of green initiatives. I think it's a LEED silver building, and that we do that in all of our buildings. We retrofitted our power plant a couple of years ago. It has tremendous effect on greenhouse gases, but those also save us money. Mm-hmm. So here's an area where I think the budgetary challenges and the economic situation will actually be a spur on green efforts. Mm-hmm. It won't slow them down because this is one of those proverbial win-win situations. It helps the budget and helps the environment.
Well, President Powers, thank you so much. That's my last question, and thank you for having me today.
Well, I appreciate it.